Okay, time is 4:33. And is now in session. Pledge allegiance. What was this last? Pledge allegiance.
Oh, flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Commissioner Ambrose is going to be about 5, I think. And we need a motion to make Commissioner Lebo acting secretary. Do I hear a motion? Motion. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Traffic survey. I'm going to have Charlene read these.
Here we are. Traffic survey number 1. Location, Primrose Lane and Mohegan Hill Road. Nature of the request: to install a dead-end or no outlet sign at the entrance of Primrose Lane and Mohegan Hill Road. By whom? Ms. Tricia Todd. Recommendations: need to discuss further.
Commissioner,
Yes.
we skipped over the approval of last month.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
That's right.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the minutes from last month?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passed.
My
Thank you.
apologies.
No
my
problem.
apologies. I'm sorry.
Okay. So could we continue on, or you want me to read it again?
Well, do we have any comments? Commissioner Stone, you were there.
Recommendation: need to discuss further.
Commissioner
Yes.
Stone.
We marked that as a discussion because two of the three traffic studies are requests for dead-end signs, and they couldn't be as different as they are. When we get to Willow Street, that's basically automatic. It's such a very, very narrow street. And we'll talk more about that later. But the one up at Primrose and Mohegan Hill, that is so visible from the street. It's nothing but a cul-de-sac, 7 houses on the street. If you're at the top of it, it's extremely obvious there's no way out of that place. So we just wondering if we should start a policy that says we're going to be selective where we put dead ends, or are we going to put them up on every little dead end street in town? And a dead end sign isn't going to stop anybody from going in there if they want to. There's nothing that the PD can do to enforce it. I talked with a realtor this morning who said he would think that would be an awful location for a sign because it's detrimental to the appearance of the neighborhood.
Yeah,
He said Willow Street makes all the sense in the world. So if we're selective, I think it makes some sense. But I would just throw it out for discussion because obviously it becomes a policy decision on the part of the commission.
Okay. Anybody else from the commission want to weigh in?
Yeah, sure.
Commissioner
As
Kaiser.
far as the policy goes, if we're thinking about looking at it, what criteria would we really want to look at? You know, what would be relevant to creating a policy that would govern where we put these or where we don't put these?
I think the most obvious one would be a safety issue, and that becomes, when you compare it to Willow Street, it's very obvious.
Yeah, Willow Street.
Well, it's 2 lanes, extremely narrow. The lieutenant had a little trouble turning around at the end because it was so narrow. And nothing against his driving ability whatsoever. Whereas the other one is so wide. I think we just take them one at a time and judge them on its face value.
Anybody else?
Um,
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, finish.
But that's not the creation of a policy, that's just looking at each of them one at a time, which I'm totally cool with. I just don't know if we're talking about creating a policy with criteria, whether it's
Policy may be.
length or number of houses or width of the road. I don't know what the criteria might be, because that's the first thing somebody's going to ask, is why can't I have it? Can you point me to some policy or something that governs it? That's all.
Your point's well taken, Kevin, and I think the choice of the word policy was perhaps in bad taste. I think we'll just take it as a one at a time and make the decision on the individual situation.
I think the background, if I understand correctly, the background is that this cul-de-sac is near Lake Mohegan, and I think during COVID, people were parking there. Then when they restricted Lake Mohegan parking lot to residents, So they were getting a lot of out-of-staters that are parking on the streets, but that has since passed, and now the Lake Mohegan parking lot is now open for anybody, because it's open space, so I think that would alleviate that issue completely, so. I'm in favor of declining it.
Mhm.
Anybody else have anything?
May I?
Oh, sure.
Mr. Chairman, I agree with you. I ride my bike in that area quite a bit, and the same thing during COVID, they were parked all over the street. But I noticed lately there hasn't been much activity. I was going to also ask Commissioner Stone, did you see any activity? Because I've been down there quite a bit, and I didn't see any activity in this cul-de-sac. I mean, I could be there at the wrong times, you know.
Well, there was virtually no traffic. Now, bear in mind, we were up there early on a Wednesday morning, but I didn't see a single car go down the cul-de-sac for any reason.
And I've been there on the weekends, so I would imagine it'd be more active then. Is Miss Todd on the phone at all? Does she want to make a comment on why she
Well, let's see if
requested?
anybody else on the commission wants to weigh in. Anybody else on the commission? Okay, public comment. Ms. Todd, are you here?
Commissioner
Anybody?
Stone, there is no one, Commissioner Pine, there's no one on the dial-in right now. It's just the commission. There's no public members conference in.
Okay, thank you. Hearing none, we make a motion to accept the decline.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can we just get an opinion from the police staff on this particular one?
Good question.
Lieutenant Coble?
Sure, I was on a survey trip that day. Again, as Commissioner Pine said, one of the problems was people.
Excuse me. Point of order, Lieutenant. Oh,
No, I think the police started with New York.
gotcha. My mistake.
Mr. Stone and I were on the trip together.
Right.
But as Pine said, one of the problems was people from New York, or out-of-state people, during Lake Mohegan,
Right.
and I don't think that's going to be an issue this year, because now that you put Lake Mohegan in pass and large parking lot apartment. Another thing that Commissioner Stone and I noticed that if you make a left from Primrose, from Mohegan Hill out to Primrose, that street is right there, the first street on your left, and you can see the dead end right away. And by the time you see the dead end sign, you'd be already turning out to the street anyway, you have to turn around. So it's not really stopping when you're turning down the street to turn around.
So that eliminates a good one-third of the potential traffic. Probably even more, because more cars would come from that way than from,
Correct.
either down Primrose or down Mohegan.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Correct.
saying.
You see the problems seem to be Lake Mohegan traffic.
Thanks, that's helpful. Thanks, Jim.
Jamie over there.
Okay, anybody else? The commission want to, weigh in? Okay, do we have a motion?
Make a
A
motion?
motion on this traffic survey?
I'll make a motion to deny.
Second, anybody?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, so traffic survey 1 has been declined. Oh, yeah, where's Jamie on?
He's on, I see him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, did you vote?
Did you vote, Mr. Sherman?
I got in late on the Wi-Fi thing, so you can just have me abstain because I didn't hear the whole conversation.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Abstaining.
Just to bring up the speed, Commissioner Millen, can we have nominate Commissioner Lebo as the acting secretary?
Okay.
Okay, so I want to read survey number 2.
Traffic survey number 2, location Berkeley Road. Nature of the request. There's a steep hill on Berkeley Road with low visibility and cars parked on each side. Request a sign on top and the bottom of the hill reading, Hill Blocks View. This would help all drivers to be more cautious when driving up and down and prevent potential accidents. By whom? Nathan Schwartz. Recommendation, approve Hills Blocks View W7-6 sign. Go ahead.
Commissioner Stone.
That was very obvious for both of us. You start bottom of that hill from either side.
Yeah.
If you come up the hill, you're seeing nothing but sky. You have no idea what's coming over the top. So the 2 signs, and the ones that were suggested are from the town engineer, and one placed on each end of the hill. So regardless which way you're coming from, you'll see a warning sign. The interesting thing to us, there's no history of accidents at that stretch of road on Berkeley. So the people are cautious, all right, but another piece of caution, It's not gonna hurt.
Right. And I'm surprised too.
Yeah.
And you don't know until you hit that hill what's coming
You
over.
can't see.
No.
There could be a kid on a bike, could be somebody across the
Exactly.
street, you have no idea.
And the cars are parked,
It's quite impressive.
Yeah. and in the evening, cars are parked almost bumper to bumper. So you
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
see a kid coming out from behind the cars.
Wow.
It's tough.
It's amazing,
situation.
there's never been anything before there. That's a miracle.
I know.
No, that's,
Okay, anything further from the commission? Lieutenant Cole, do you want to weigh in?
Yeah, as Commissioner Stone said, it's obvious to us that even though there's no accidents there, doesn't mean there won't be one in the future, so anything that adds some caution to the driver going up that road, or coming down, will definitely be beneficial to the area, and I think will make the neighbors very happy.
Okay,
public.
Jason, anybody from the public weighing in?
Commissioner, there's no one on the public bridge.
Okay. Hearing none, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Hills Blackview W7-6
Okay. Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Abstentions?
Did Jamie vote?
Oh, Jamie, did you vote? Oh,
Yeah,
did I?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, traffic survey number 3, location, Willow Street at behind Old South Road. Nature of the request a dead end and no turnaround sign at the corner of Willow Street and Old South Road. Willow Street is a dead end street and there is no turnaround. Cars frequently come down the street and knock down my mailbox. My neighbors have placed planters in their driveways to prevent turnarounds from destroying their driveways. Lawn property up and down the street is being destroyed by cars turning around. By whom? Robert Devlin. Recommendations, approved dead end and no turnaround sign at the corner of Willow Street and Old South Road.
Commissioner Stone, you're on the survey.
That's an easy one, and that's recommended for approval. It's a very narrow street, it's 2 lanes, it's a safety issue to begin with. We had the opportunity of talking to one of the neighbors on the street who lives about halfway down. He was very sympathetic with all of the people at the base of the street, because he said they get the turnaround issue, and it's just crazy. The lawns get torn up, mailboxes he confirmed all of that to us. And he even went on to say that on several occasions he's had to come out of his house and chase people out of his turnaround in his yard. So it's a serious issue. When we were coming back out, there was I believe a landscape truck that was parked at one of the houses, which we had to stop for. A couple of painters were coming in to go in the other direction. They were close enough to the police car that I think the lieutenant could have reached out and shook hands with the 2 painters. They both said good morning as they went by. I mean, they were that close. So that's how narrow that road is, and so it makes all the sense in the world.
Okay. Anybody else from the commission? Lieutenant Colville, would you like to comment?
I agree with Commissioner Stone. I'm going to do a 9-point turn to get out there, or if I was supposed to be reversing using the backup camera, so I think it would definitely be helpful to anyone that was unfamiliar with the area to see the sign there to let them know they can't get out or turn around.
Commissioner Millington, any comments?
No, I know people that have lived on that street, so it is a problem. So I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Okay.
Yeah. Give it to me when you need me.
Old business, I see none.
Oh,
Oh, you have no business?
Yeah, I have a question for Mr. Millington.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Jamie, can you hear me?
Yeah? Yeah.
We're on old business. Would this be an appropriate time to talk about the issue that I sent you and the chief the email on, or do you want to handle it another way at another time?
No, we can do that now. Do you want to just make those comments because
Yeah, sure.
well the whole situation was there was a in regards to the Captain Terzi's early retirement, there was a comment made by the press that the commission had approved an action taken by HR to have an outside attorney come in and look into the matter, and that was not correct. That the commission, although it was made aware at some point of the complaint, it wasn't. Nothing came to us until the chief came to us to say that to advise us that he was starting an IA. So any actions taken by HR prior to that were not with the approval of the commission, and they did not need the approval of the commission to do that. So, Kevin, does that basically cover it?
Yeah, that's basically it. You know, when I read the article in the press, the Citizen article a week or two back relating to this matter, there was a specific comment in the article, the way I read it, that she wrote that the police commission met last summer and approved the hiring of the outside counsel to commence an investigation. And I wasn't sure whether I had missed a meeting or had fallen asleep at a meeting or it had never happened. But to my knowledge, it had never happened, and that's why I sent an email to the commission or to the chief and to our chairman just to find out, you know, did that happen? And to my knowledge, it had not. It appears it did not happen. And the reason I raised the question was that depending on how you read the article, depending on your take on the matter, depending on your position either here or there, it could lead to, it could put us in unfavorable light, frankly, that we were part of something earlier in the process or early on the timeline than really was the case. And it might change someone's view on what we did or what we didn't do throughout the whole process. That's the gist of it. It's more of a timeline than anyone did right or wrong thing. So I just wanted to throw it out there because it was in the press, it's printed, it's out there, and sometimes if you don't challenge it or correct it or review it or at least understand it, it kind of goes as fact, and it's not fact.
Right.
At least it's not fact in my opinion.
Well, my recollection was that town attorney, the one that hired him, not us, right? Walton.
Nothing occurred. There was no vote by the commission until
I'm just saying that
no action by the commission until the chief came to us to advise us of the IA, which is after HR was handling the complaint and how they handle it. We have nothing to do with how actions taken by the HR department.
Right.
So I think we just, and there doesn't have to be a vote on this or anything. We just wanted to make that into the minutes, that clarification.
Yeah,
Sorry, so your clarification through the chair is basically that you're saying that there was no action taken by the commission regarding the approval of anything. The commission didn't approve anything, or outside counsel at that point. So what
we didn't approve anything regarding the actions taken by the HR department.
There you go, by the HR department.
yeah.
Thank you.
That's
That's perfect. Yep.
And it refers to last summer. The actual comment refers to last summer, which was pretty far back.
Sure.
So it just caught my eye.
Yep. Or just the government no action taken by the HR.
So,
Appreciate that.
do you
All right.
feel good about that, or is that the other
Okay,
direction?
I wanted to get it
about
out there just so in case it comes back,
Okay.
we've discussed it and, you know, we're in relative agreement. Or we'll go back and look at it, and if there's follow up, we can follow up, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, new business. I'll have Secretary Lebo read the
You like
donations.
Before you start,
Oh.
can I add that
Yeah,
there's an additional donation?
Yep,
Yeah.
this one right here. Yep, we have that. 15,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got this.
Wow.
Yeah, so at the end of that, just put that one.
Who was the one?
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
So just-
Okay. I'll just add it at the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready? New business. K-9 donation of $700 given by the Tasty Yolks LLC. Animal control donation of $25 Stop and Shop gift card from Phil Spalla, 1157 Mill Plain Road, Fairfield, and a $20 donation to animal control from Karen and Stephen Boyes, is it? Boyes? 14 Soundview Avenue, Shelton. A $2,000 donation was made by the police department by Mary Daly, 360 Mill Plain Road, Fairfield, and then an anonymous donation was made of $15,000 was given to the Fairfield Police Department. Right? Next monthly report.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept those donations. Did we do that?
No, we didn't do it. That's next. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'll make a motion to
Accept those
accept the donation.
Yeah, no, we need a motion.
He's making it.
He needs
Oh, I'm sorry.
He needs a second.
Sorry, Jimmy. Second, who's second? Caparelli. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Good. Motion passes.
Yeah,
Not
Jamie.
to push you all along, but it's beautiful here.
Sorry, we're glad you're here. Watch out for those, happy hour in about 5 minutes. You gotta watch out for those sharks, right?
Yeah.
All right, also on the new business. Chief, is this for executive session, this
The monthly report.
thing about on the new business with the deputy chief?
We have to go monthly report.
Yeah, but after that, I mean, on the new business, this new business or going to executive session?
It goes into executive
Okay.
session about personnel matters.
Gotcha. Okay. Now we're in new business. We're in monthly report, chief.
I'm sure you all received it. Captain Buccarati did the monthly report this month. I hope you're all satisfied with it. If not, make your comments now.
Wait a minute. Is he here? Wait a minute. Let's see them. Yes.
So this month, just a couple of highlights from it. This month, we obviously did the Memorial Day Parade. I think it was well received. It's the first time in a long time that the command staff marched in the parade, and it is something that I was passionate about. I think we should be leading by example, and I'd like to have more inclusion of many of the other officers. We also had the canines marching, some motorcycles and things like that. So hopefully that will grow as time goes on. Traffic stops are down a little bit, only because we had distracted driving for the month of April. So there was a big push during that time. Since then, we focused a little bit more on residential areas and traffic, during the actual traffic complaints during the traffic time, as opposed to areas where we would normally get a higher propensity for distracted driving violations. Calls for service were up by almost 1,000 in the last month, so it's pretty significant calls for service increase for a 1 month period. And that's all I have for highlights. If anyone has any questions.
You just took all my questions away, Chief.
Anybody else from the commission? I got one question. Just really stands out is in April you had 164 stop sign violations, and in May you had 8. So is that a typo or?
Let me get it.
So the only thing I can attribute that to is there's a possibility that we had an increase in speeding complaints or something like that, and it took them away from those assignments to go towards other complaints that we were getting. That is a pretty significant decrease in 1 month, but I will look into that and get back to you with a better answer, because good point.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions at the monthly report? Hearing none, we need a motion to go into private executive session. So moved. Okay. We need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
What time is that?
Time is 4:58. Okay, so we need a motion to waive the 90-day.
Oh, I'll make a motion to waive his 90-day requirements contained in his contract.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Second?
Second.
Commissioner Cafarelli, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right. So now I need a motion to keep the promotion for deputy chief internal. Jamie, you want to do that?
I'll make the motion that we keep the promotion process for the deputy chief's position internally.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Stone. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, now we need a motion to waive the eligibility for captain for 2 years. Oh, go ahead.
I move to waive the 2-year requirement eligibility for advancement to captain.
I second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay, motion passes. All right.
Okay, what about the date?
And now oh, go ahead.
For the record, can I just ask who seconded the waive?
Commissioner Cafarelli.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we now?
Do you want to set the date for the promotional test for deputy chief?
28th,
Yeah, we'll do it. Everybody agreed on the 28th, right?
right? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we need a motion to set the promotional date for deputy chief for June 28th, 2021?
Just a question. You should set the time too.
Chief, what's a good time? 4, same thing, 4:30?
We do 4:30.
Okay. Let's make the motion.
All right.
You want to make the motion, Jack?
Make the motion that we set June 28th at 4:30 as the interview period for the candidates,
For deputy chief, right?
deputy chief.
Okay. Second?
Oh, hey, Jay, who's second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right.
And
now-
I'd like to make a motion for as far as the testing process for the deputy chief's position goes, insofar as that the questions will be obtained by the chief from an outside professional testing agency and provided to the commission, at which time the commission will review and choose the questions to be asked of the candidates. That during the interview of the candidates, the commissioners will be the ones who ask the questions and follow-up questions. Ex officio members of the commission may be present during that time. When we go into deliberations and executive session, only members of the commission will be part of the deliberation in executive session. As we
Clarification. Can the ex officio people ask questions, or they're just there to?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay. So let's,
And the only questions asked are the questions provided by the professional testing agency, as in the past, asked by commissioners, and follow-up questions only by commissioners.
okay,
Right,
good.
right.
That's what I-
How far in advance will we have the questions to review?
Chief?
Will we have the questions to review in
Yes.
advance of the meeting?
I could likely have those questions by next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Everybody okay for everybody?
And hey, Jamie, my
Yeah.
question is, so we have the questions in advance to review. I mean,
Normally, the commission doesn't.
are we going to critique
Normally,
them?
we wouldn't review the questions in advance because we're to protect the process. I mean, in the past, the questions have been read and reviewed by the chief who vetted them. And I don't, Bob, I don't know. Do you want to do that and then present them to us ahead of the actual?
No, you know what? I agree with Jamie. I think that it's a
It could
security
come back.
issue.
Yeah, it could come back
You
to
know,
us. Mhm.
so maybe in the past we've just gotten the questions. There's only 5 questions.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
I'm just asking the question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll keep it the day of the testing. You keep it locked up there, Chief.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Questions.
It eliminates any second guessing.
Understood.
Okay. All right.
So I'll make the motion that be our process that we put forth for this filling a deputy chief's position.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Ambrose, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Motion passes. Okay.
And I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to sign out because my wife keeps glaring at me through this.
I think we're done anyway. So.
All right.
Did you like my shark picture or what?
Oh yeah, very good, very good. The Yeah, it's nice down here, but all right, I better go.
All right, enjoy.
All right, bye guys, take care.
Have fun. Mhm.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn, unless you guys have anything else? Motion to adjourn, anybody?
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye. 5:51.
Motion passes. No opposition? Motion passes.